Sometimes blurry face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We're stressed out.
Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Me again, Brian Gamer 55551, and I am back. No video game review for today, though. I'm still working on some stuff, though. But instead, I'm going to talk about two things that recently came up this week. I believe the first one is the latest rumors on the Nintendo NX, and of course my thoughts on the Wonder Woman and Justice League trailer, though. All right. So let's start off first with the NX rumors. I'm sure probably all of you by now are fully aware of the fact that Eurogamer just put out an article claiming insiders' information on what the NX is going to be, and that it's working on, I think it's a Navia. I'll try to get the story and put a link in the description. Pardon me if I'm not spelling the name right. But the whole thing is that it basically is a console handheld with detachable controllers. Now, since that article has been printed, there's been some back and forth between whether it was real, whether it was fake, or whether these rumors have existed before and all that stuff. My take on the whole situation is, no matter what kind of rumors have come out about the NX at this moment, I have to say, at this time, I'm not treating every rumor as it's going to be a factual thing. As some of you may remember, earlier this year, the NX so-called NX controller was leaked, and it turned out to be false after, the person who created it came out and admitted that, this is false. So I'm a little cautious about the NX, though. I'm not jumping aboard saying that these information, it's possible it could be true, but I'm not buying into them right now. Not until Nintendo officially reveals what the NX is, assuming that's what it's going to be called, and what the thing is. Whether it's a handheld console hybrid or not, who knows? Though, I mean, this is the same thing we saw when, at the time before we settled on the Wii, it was called codename Revolution, and we had no idea what it was, what it looks like, until we eventually saw what it was, though. Same thing with the Wii U as well. At that time, it was called Project Coffee, though. There were claims people knew what it was and all until Nintendo officially revealed the thing. We learned now that wasn't the case and everything. So right now there's a whole lot of speculation, though. It is possible it could be this whole console hybrid, handheld thing, which in theory it's not a bad idea. The concept isn't bad. The question is whether or not Nintendo can execute that concept and whether they can execute it well, though. To me, the much bigger concern with me regarding the NX, regardless of whether it turns out to be true or not, is, has Nintendo learned their lessons from the Wii U? I mean, regardless of what the NX ultimately becomes, I think that's going to be the big thing. Have they officially learned their lesson? Is it enough to convince people to give Nintendo a second chance? And if third-party support is going to be there, and if third parties are really going to support the NX, though, are Nintendo fans willing to greet them with open arms, though? I mean, let's just face it. While Nintendo deserves some of the blame with the third-party relationship, third parties themselves do deserve a lot of the blame as well, especially the amount of bridges they burned to third parties, particularly EA and Ubisoft. Those two are the real big villains out of it, though. EA basically giving the middle finger to Nintendo fans with little to no support, going as far as basically saying that, the Wii U is not next gen, all that stuff, yada yada yada. This was before Microsoft revealed the Xbox One. post Xbox One reveal, they were like, "Oh, we support Nintendo. We believe in them. Yada yada yada." And their support was basically FIFA on 3DS and the Wii with only a roster change and no new update. That was their support for the Nintendo system. And Ubisoft, well, there was the Rayman Legend debacles in which they delayed the game so they could release it in other systems, despite the fact that it was originally supposed to come out on February that year, and that pissed off a lot of people. Then there was the Watch Dogs situation, where, putting the controversy of Watch Dogs on the side, though, you had the fact that they delayed the game 6 months after the original release, with no advertisement, little to no DLCs compared to the other versions, and they released it around the time that Super Smash Bros. Came out for the 3DS and the Wii U. So, in other words, they threw the game out to die a slow and painful death, however, okay? So, I think the question is, will consumers, Nintendo fans, give Codename NX another chance? I mean, will they give third parties another chance? I mean, right now we have Rockstar saying that Take-Two saying that they're interested in the NX. They're saying that now, but will they go through with it as well? Because I'm sure they said the same thing when the Wii U came out, and, well, we know they didn't support it though. So it still remains to be seen, but the one thing for certain is Nintendo really needs to get it right this time with the NX, though. I mean, they really have to convince people that this is worth our time and money, okay? Regardless of what the system ultimately becomes, though, okay? Whether it becomes what we see in the patents or whether it becomes something completely different. Whatever the case is, they have to get it right this time. They have to seriously get it right, though. Because if the NX flops, though, I don't know where else they're going to go. I mean, they could try sticking with handhelds and, you know, mobile phones. They could try going third party, or they could simply leave the video game industry altogether. But one thing for certain, if the NX becomes the so-called dedicated console that they're claiming it is, flops, I can't see them releasing another console after this, because people are not going to trust them. I mean, and that's really sad, because I want them to succeed. I want the NX to become a success. I'm hoping, my fingers are crossed, I am hoping that Nintendo has learned their lessons with the Wii U, and I'm hoping that they understand that they do have competitors. I mean, Microsoft and Sony are competitors to them, and they have to some degree, compete with them, okay? They can't be like what they were with the Wii and just do their own thing. That was a once-in-a-generation of a console. That's very hard to recreate, something like that, though. I mean, I just don't see them doing something like that. I could be wrong, I could be completely wrong, but I just don't see them recreating that kind of success, though. I mean, then again, I can't see the PS4 basically reaching the sales numbers that the Wii is. I mean, the original Wii, though. I mean, is it possible they could reach it down the road? Possibly, but right now, I'm just not seeing that right now. I mean, that's not to say the system's a failure. It's doing great, don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it reaching the same kind of success that the Wii is, though. Alright? So, bottom line for the NX, though, and I said this before and I'll say it again, regardless of what the NX ultimately becomes, whether these rumors turn out to be true or not, regardless of what it is, they have to get it right this time. Nintendo has to do that, though. Okay, going on to the second part. Before I wrap this video up, I want to give my thoughts on the Wonder Woman and Justice League trailer that came out recently, though. I saw both trailers, and I have to say that I am stoked for the Wonder Woman movie, though, okay? I definitely like the actresses that portrayed her in the Batman vs. Superman movie. So, again, not a perfect movie, but I still enjoyed it nevertheless, though. So, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that one. I could say that I'd rather see that movie, Wonder Woman, over the Ghostbusters 2016 movie, though. So, definitely looking forward to that one. Justice League, on the other hand, I'm not saying the movie's going to be bad by any chance, okay? I'm just saying the trailer, at least the first one that it showed, didn't exactly wow me as much as, say, the Wonder Woman is trailer. Now, to be fair to the Justice League trailer, to be absolutely fair, I mean, it's only one trailer right now, so we'll have to wait and see if when they release other ones. I mean, again, when iRobot came out back in 2004, though, I mean, the trailer may not have impressed a whole lot of people, but the movie, at least in my opinion, though, was actually good. So, yeah, the trailer wasn't great, but the movie, however, turned out to be well, too. So, there is that possibility that, you know what, the trailer may not have been impressive, but the movie may end up being actually good as well. Again, same thing with Star Trek Beyond, though. I mean, the first trailer, or something similar to it, though, the first trailer didn't impress a whole lot of people, but the second one and the third one definitely changed people's minds, and it's certainly doing better in theaters. And that is a possibility that perhaps when Warner Brothers releases another trailer, though, perhaps that one will do a bit better and sort of convince a lot of people this is worth, maybe, this is worth our time and money. And finally, last but not least, I will say this, though. Excuse me. There is no indication that the Justice League movie is going to be another Ghostbusters 2016 kind of a situation where the actors, actresses, and directors went out of their way to call the fan base a bunch of assholes, and the studio decided to bank on, controversy and as their only means to sell what they're trying to sell. Much like Donald Trump, though, but that's another story. But anyway, so basically I'm saying that I don't believe this is going to be another Ghostbusters 2016 kind of situation. While it is possible, though, I personally believe that Warner Brothers is not dumb enough, or not. I probably saw what the backlash that Sony got with the whole Ghostbusters movie. I figure they don't want to create that kind of situation. So, excuse me. I don't think they're that dumb enough to make the same mistake Sony did. So, again, it is too early, but I am interested in seeing the movie. I am going to give it a chance, though. I have warmed up to the idea of, Ben Affleck playing as Batman, though. I definitely like how he was portrayed in the Batman vs. Superman movie. Excuse me. A dark character who's been in the game for so long, who doesn't give a damn anymore. So I definitely thought he and Wonder Woman were kind of sort of the bright spots with Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice movie. Again, not perfect, but still, I enjoyed it nevertheless, though. So, anyway, so here's to hoping that the Justice League movie turns out well, and I certainly have high hopes for the Wonder Woman movie, so here's to hope that one turns out well. Okay, I will say this concludes my video, mostly of my 2 cents, on my thoughts on the NX rumors and the Wonder Woman and Justice League trailer. And again, these are my opinions. What are yours, though? Do you think these NX rumors are getting out of control, or do you think not, though? Do you believe some of these rumors? Do you don't believe them? Do you think Nintendo needs to start talking about the NX now, or do you think they could hold off for a little bit? And what are your thoughts about the Wonder Woman and Justice League trailer? Were you excited about them? Were you not that excited? Do you agree with what I said about them? Do you disagree? Same with the NX. Do you agree or disagree with what I said about it? As always, sound off on the comment section. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button. I hope you hit the like button too. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright? I will try to get back and hopefully do a video game review soon, though. I still got some stuff to work out, though, but hopefully I'll get to it soon. Anyway, this concludes this video. It's, as you can see right here, evening in Southern California, and I'll be getting ready to go to bed soon. Got work tomorrow. Yep, I work on Sundays, but I get money in my pocket, though, anyway. As I said, this concludes our video. You guys have a good evening from Southern California, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang
pretend, used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.